Cause ochtak ya sharmuta.
What are you saying exactly?
I go f your sister.
That's one for you, David. I'll kick you off this show so quick.
He's sitting behind me like a sexual predator.
You are sitting with your legs pretty wide open. You can see the indent of your nuts. You look like you'd sell fentanyl-laced edibles.
You look like Willie Nelson got compressed.
He said, listen here, brother.
I did not do porn.
You never thought about it?
My dad should have did porn. I'm like a horse.
Like a horse is crazy.
Thank you, Dad, for always keeping your clothes on.
Brand new episode of the Good Talk Show. We have special guest Tony Dabas in the house. Let's make some noise for him. A very, very funny comedian. I just recently was put on to him. Very funny guy.
Thank you, brother.
I want to hear the whole story. You know, before we get into that, I just want to introduce you to everybody in case you don't know who's on the couch. So we got Gordy. Young legend coming out of Hempstead. Very funny
Long
guy.
Island.
He's almost like the mad rapper, but not. He goes on the rant.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why I'm mad.
So Gordy got something for everything going on in the world. Yeah. Then we got Lil Man Stan, aka
Stanley.
Kickstand. Feel me? Now Stanley is the full OG of the show. Okay, he's 76 years old. Wow. This Saturday he'll be 77. We're going to celebrate.
Let's go.
I believe you'll be there as a news reporter, correct?
Yeah.
He's coming to report the whole thing.
Live and direct.
What, you're a reporter?
I'm actually English. I'm from England. I was pretending. I'm from England originally. So I'm pretending to be an American for you.
He don't give a fuck. Then we got Dancing David in the house, David Rosa, who I met via Greg Una. So you know the legendary jeweler Greg Una?
No.
He's a great jeweler. David, how did you meet Greg and what do you do for Greg?
I met Greg like 10 years ago. I used to work for him, doing jewelry, running errands.
Greg's a great guy. David's
great storyteller too.
Great storyteller. Then we have Yasmin, who is our resident porn star, but so much more.
Thank you.
We have Ray Ray, legendary comedian, New York City staple. Feel me? So, Tony.
Talk to me.
You used to be 300 pounds.
Yeah.
You used to be working out of an ice cream truck.
Yeah.
Slinging ice cream, correct?
So when I was like 9 years old, I moved to Staten Island.
Right.
And,
From?
From Bay Ridge.
Okay.
I'm Arabic. The community in Staten Island where we lived, there was like a Russian Jewish guy, there was an Italian mafioso guy, and he was married to a Jewish woman, and then there was also Spanish people. It was like a very multicultural like little block. So I kind of like was obsessed with culture, and I wanted to like get to know everybody, so I kind of learned all these languages.
Oh, literally you speak those languages?
I speak Arabic fluent, I speak Spanish, I speak some Russian, some Greek, a couple phrases.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Can we hear some of that? We'll give you something to say, okay? Deal?
Yeah.
In Arabic, how you throw the frank in Arabic? Like, somebody get disrespectful, like, yo, like,
Kusoktak ya sharmuta.
say that, I need,
Shumalak ya sharmuta, like, what's wrong with you, sharmuta? Like what's wrong with you?
Shakira Sharmuta.
so if I walk in the deli and I go,
They're disrespectful. Ya kusoktak.
ya kasakta.
No, kus, och, duck. Kusoktak. Kusoktak ya sharmuta.
What are you saying exactly?
I go fuck your sister.
Okay, got it. That's Arabic, what you just said.
Yeah, Spanish is like mi arabiano, but have mucho familia dominicano, mexicano, mi trabajo en la cocina.
Now you're Spanish too, right?
Yeah, when he said in Spanish, that was all reverse.
Yeah, that was not.
Mi arabiano is me. I'm
wait, so
Arabic.
wait, what just happened?
And I work in a kitchen.
That's one for you, David. I'll kick you off this show so quick.
What the fuck just,
What happened?
what
I
happened?
know what you're up to,
You
David.
started to get freaky?
You know, the truth is Donald told me to blow the horn. Don, what was that horn for?
You need to calm down a little bit.
Me?
David.
Oh, David, see?
He's sitting behind me like a sexual predator.
You are sitting with your legs pretty wide open. Just close it. You can see the indent of your nuts. Just close it a little bit. Just close it a little bit.
Excuse me,
Close
my
it
leg.
uncomfortable.
Excuse me, my legs hurts when I'm.
But those jeans are tight. You could have on sweatpants like
I
us. His
crazy.
jeans aren't tight like that.
Well, I'm not him. He's a baby. I'm a grown man.
So we got Arabic and Spanish out of the way.
Arabic I speak very well. Spanish I know enough. I'm like I understand more than I speak. Russian I know a couple phrases. Greek I know a couple phrases. But it's all in the phonetic system. Like for instance, what is problem? I'm from Russia. Как дела? Хорошо, спасибо. You could learn the Greek. Ela tikanis kalimera. What is the problem? I'm from Greece. It's the phonetics, Chinese.
It's almost like rhythms in music.
Exactly. The phonetics of any language, if you can learn the phonetics. Originally, I wanted to be a kung fu martial artist actor. I didn't know about stand-up comedy. That's what I originally did because I was a fat kid. I got
Like the next Jackie Chan.
Yeah, but like an Arabic version who did like prank phone calls and like.
Could you do like karate moves for us?
I could do some, but like, you know.
So, okay,
yeah.
before we get deeper into this interview, because you're a man of many talents. You're like the
I was in special ed.
What was the guy? I bet you were. I was too, actually. Shout out to both of us. What was the name of the guy on Game of Thrones? The man of many faces?
Autism?
No. Can we see you do some kung fu?
I mean, I used to throw. I throw kicks.
Let's see.
Right now?
Yeah.
You flexible? You good?
Right here.
I'm
kick
pretty
right
flexible.
here. A kick right here.
Wait, do you want to fight Owen?
No, I don't want to fight.
While you're doing it, can you talk like
Hold on,
your
like,
shit in a language?
bro, like.
Speak Arabic while you're doing
Yeah.
that. Like you.
No, you said you could speak Chinese, didn't you?
Ni hao ma, sing hai bao bo.
But you got to do that. You got to do that while you're throwing the kicks.
My grandmother, she say the fat man jerk off. So if you want to learn the ancient form of a hai chi, it's like a tai chi, but you smoke weed, you move very slowly. You start throwing the kick.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I like that. That was good.
Honestly, it's a lot easier when you stretch and work out. A lot.
So boom. So you started out wanting to be a martial arts karate expert / actor.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
Then I hurt my shoulder. I realized I was a bitch. I couldn't fight. And then I went to a physical therapist, and he taught me, how to fix myself, but also that I was a storytelling comedian. And then I tried comedy when I was like 22, and the next thing you know, I was in love with it, and I fell in love with comedy, and I just became like immersed in comedy. But at the same time, I was making a lot of money on the ice cream truck. So it kind of distracted me because I was selling ice cream. Is this off the record? No, I'm kidding.
No, it doesn't matter. Statute of limitations.
Allegedly, people used to rob the ice cream trucks. People were making like 5, 6, 7,000 a week.
By robbing ice cream?
By taking off the top a little bit.
You were leasing the ice cream truck?
So I was making 25% whatever I sold, right? I'm writing a book about this, honestly, but so I was selling ice cream. Any cash business in New York, they skim off the top. You know what I mean? If there's no cameras and shit, everybody knows that, you know what I mean? So I was distracted by the amount of money I made on the ice cream truck, and I didn't become serious in comedy until 4 years ago.
And what happened?
4 years ago, I had a heart attack from an edible that was laced with fentanyl.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry.
I've never heard of that before. I never.
Sorry for all you weed smokers.
Where did you buy that from?
Some dude named Larry. No, I'm kidding.
That's Stanley.
Stanley.
But I think he might have looked at like Stan. Larry might have looked at like
You look like you sell fentanyl lace.
He looked like Willie Nelson got compressed a little bit.
yo.
You ever hear that one before? What? He said you look like Willie Nelson got compressed a little bit.
I never met him.
People told you look like Willie Nelson?
No.
Oh.
A little
They
bit.
think I look like
I
other
actually
short
see the
people.
resemblance. That's interesting.
Let me tell you something. I would never say you were 76, honestly.
Right? He looks great.
I'm
look
not.
great.
I'm 77.
That's unbelievable.
You look 42.
He's pushing 70. You look about 70, not 77. Because 77's closer to 80. You don't look 80 years old. You look great. So you have your heart attack.
Yeah, I had a heart.
Was it a heart attack or panic attack?
What happens is the heart, when you have like a panic attack, your heart literally stops, right? So mine stopped like multiple times. At one point, it was 15 seconds flatlined. In the hospital, I woke up getting defibrillated.
At 300 pounds.
No.
Oh, you were already in shape
No,
then.
I was in shape since I was 23 years old.
You were fat as a kid?
Yeah, I was like, I'll show you a picture.
But that could have just been like kid weight.
No, this was not kid weight. This was beyond that. I was on the ice cream truck smoking weed and eating junk food. This was me.
Wow. That used to be him.
Yeah.
Would you smash?
No. Will I smash?
Yeah.
He looks cuter in that picture.
So he looks better now than that. He looks better then than now.
Well, I'm comparing faces. What was your trick?
Long story short, it's it kind of made me like change my life a little bit, become more serious. I was 30 years old, and I just turned 34 yesterday. It was my birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
You're only 34?
Yeah.
You're young, bro.
I know. I lost weight, gained weight. I've been through like a lot of, like, for me, like weed is, the reason why I don't smoke weed right now is because like, it kind of like jumbles my brain too much. It gets me all over the place.
So you're dead sober?
I go either full blast, I'm like Snoop Dogg pothead all day long, or I'm sober.
Yeah, I'm either like straight on a bender or sober.
I'm also 34. I've watched people that I was in comedy with 8 years ago win Golden Globes. Like, you know, like
Right.
the kid Rami Youssef, who from the Hulu show.
yeah.
He came up to me in 2015. He was like, yo, dude, you're hilarious. He gave me his number and all this nonsense. He's like, dude, let's work together. And I was like such an idiot. I didn't even pay attention to him. And next thing you know, I leave comedy because I quit because I would bomb. Like when I was in 2018, I quit comedy.
It's crazy what development will do, because you are very funny now. Like as soon as I saw you, I knew. But also, not all types of comedy are for the same comedian. Like to me, you're a sketch comedian. I haven't seen your stand-up yet.
No, I'm a stand-up comedian.
Really?
That's what I really am.
So you prefer more to focus on the
That's
stand-up
all I
and sketch?
do. I have stand-up shows every week, multiple shows.
But I've seen you do sketch all in your Instagram.
Yeah, that's because I'm not giving away my
Your
I-
stand-up.
I want to sell a special for millions of dollars. I'm not going to just give it away to people. Like everyone, all these people are just putting up crowd work bits because their life story is not even that interesting. So they're just talking to people. Oh, hey, what do you do for work? What do you do? No offense to them, but you can give that away. The story of being 300 pounds, working with the mafia, being Arab, speaking Spanish, looking like Sandler and Drake. You can only tell that story once.
All right, hold on. You don't look like Drake.
No,
You
I'm saying.
barely look like Adam Sandler.
No, I'm saying.
I'm gonna let that one fly.
Like,
He might be the first
fade is
the
clean,
first
though.
guest
The
to get
fade is
on.
That's like me being like, looking like Leonardo DiCaprio, and also.
no, I'm saying it's a joke I have. Like I look like Adam Sandler and Drake had a kid.
Oh, okay,
It's
fair
the
enough,
joke.
fair enough, fair
But
enough.
what I'm saying is like that story you can only tell once. So for me, I don't want to give my stand-up up.
Because then everybody will see it and know it.
All you need to do is be funny online, and people will come out to see you.
That's true.
Because like I post stand-up here and there, like on my story. I'll post. I'm on stage.
Yeah,
little
I've
bits.
seen some of those. I guess I know you more for all the sketch comedy
Yeah.
stuff. But so, and we're gonna come to one of your shows. I can't wait.
Yeah, I have a tour starting in March. I'm doing from March till the end of the year. I'm going to be traveling around the world doing shows. Yeah.
How do you prepare yourself, and how many hours does it take for you to prepare yourself before you attract the people?
Well, I've been doing stand-up for 11 years, right? So like I had quit in 2018, right? And then I had because I was inconsistent. I would crush or I would bomb. I was going on stage and I wasn't confident in the ability
Was
to
it
make
the
people
same
laugh.
set, or was it you were going
It
and
was-
just kind of freestyling?
So like I tell the same type of jokes. It's the story of my life. My father being like a pothead, you know, fucking hookers. My mom being like real religious. And, you know, I wasn't able to tell it right. And when the joke would bomb, let's say I was doing a 20-minute set, and if a joke bombed, I would immediately fall apart on stage. I wouldn't know how to recover it. And then I quit. And I went into the film business with my brother, where I worked as an AC, I worked as a grip.
Your brother has a very big production company, right?
Yeah, he's got a big production company, and I have the ability to do a lot of impressions. So I would do a British impression, Greek, whatever. I'll be like walking on set talking to people and doing a little. It's like, yeah, is that a camera? Yeah, it's very interesting. Well, are you a director? And I'll try to like fuck around and maybe like impress one of the directors to get into Hollywood. That's what I thought.
Okay.
That's what I thought. And then I realized 4 years ago when I had that heart attack, I was like, yo, I'm looking for the easy way out in life. I had 150 grand in the stock market, which I lost. I lost all my money in the stock market.
Why? How? Like,
I bought Neo stock, I bought Tesla and Apple, and I was day trading during the pandemic.
but Tesla and Apple's good stocks.
Yeah, hold on. This is what happened. From 2018 to 2020, when I quit that period of when I quit comedy, I was still doing shows, one-off shows. I wasn't in comedy.
Right.
And I was day trading. Remember this, guys. Whether you're Muslim, Jewish, it doesn't matter. There's a God. God will always correct you and put you where you want to be. Like I had 150 grand, not once, but twice. I made my first 150 in 2015, and I invested in the Bank of Greece and a weed company called TRTC. I lost all my money. I got mad lucky. It popped up. I put all the money I made back into the company like an asshole. Then it crashed. I lost all my money. I had a heart attack. I was thinking about all the stuff I could have done in comedy. And then I said, I'm going back into comedy. And I left the money in the market, actually. The money in the market that crashed at 150, it went down to like 80,000. But I watched the money, like I just got back into comedy and went full force. I said, I'm gonna make it. But this time in comedy, I was hungrier.
Yeah, I find that not to interrupt, but I find when your back is against the wall, if you're really one of the ones that's going to make it, I'm the most hungriest, I'm the most focused when my back is against the wall.
My back is against the wall.
And persistence breaks down resistance. So whether you were about to make it or not in those former years, like the fact that you just kept pushing and pushing, the ones that don't make it, they might even be more talented than you and me or Ray or whoever, but they didn't have it in them to keep pushing.
That's what happened to me. And then 6 months ago, my dog got sick and died, and I didn't have the money to pay for my dog's medical bills, and it really like upset me. And I'm like, I need a way out of this. Like I can't be broke, 33 years old. So I went on social media and I tried to post every day in an attempt to save my dog, Spike. He was
rest in peace, Spike.
Yeah, he was a Boston Terrier. I went from like no followers 6 months ago. I was still, but this time I was really confident as a comic. I was getting better and better and better. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna make it on social so I can attract crowds and maybe get into clubs. So then I went from 4,000 followers to 260,000 on Instagram.
Wow.
In the last 6 months?
6 months.
Wow.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's amazing.
And so the ultimate goal is stand-up comedy.
Oh yeah, the goal's always been stand-up comedy. 3 years ago, I was doing smaller shows. 2.5 years ago, I got accepted into this comedy club, Governors.
Yeah, I know what that is.
And through Governors, it's like a 300-seater in Long Island. And when you could learn how to manhandle these kind of rooms, these audiences, which aren't always gonna fuck with you. Sometimes you go on stage and you got a 15-minute set and you tell the first joke and they're not like feeling you. You have to stay up there for the 15 minutes. And my ability to like work the room and shit, and it built me the confidence to where I am now, yeah.
So Ray, who, as far as like really taking off on social media, but hasn't really gone into the stand-up side yet, but you want to, right?
Yeah, I only did 2 shows. I opened up for Kev.
What advice would you give to him?
Kevin Hart?
No, Kev Herrera.
So Kev Herrera's crowds are also very nice crowds. They're buying comedy tickets and they're excited to see comedy. But at the bottom line is with stand-up, you have to believe beyond doubt that you're funny, and if they're not laughing, that they have a problem mentally. So what you need to do is you need to get up a lot. So like there's 2 types of comedy rooms, right? There's the comedy rooms in Manhattan, like the Grizzly Pear and the Comedy Shop and the St. Mark's, where people get barked in. They get sold tickets from the street and they're not even expecting comedy.
Barked in?
Barked in, like a British guy, a tourist, coming in off the street.
Hey,
you want to come to see a comedy
and they
show?
give you free tickets, right?
So they're not even really excited about it. They go into the show like, all right.
For son just to do.
They're like, all right, prove it to me.
And that's what you're saying he should start in?
No, I'm saying that there's different types of elements. So if you're gonna perform at Kev shows, you're already in an advantage. If you're performing to your own crowd, you're already in an advantage. Like, how big is your following? You could sell rooms, you think?
I'm gonna be real. Like, my comedy is strictly like, it's not strictly for the hood, but it's really like straight street comedy. So
I like the way you speak too. I feel like that could be a character. I would have.
Nah, like that's all I do on the gram. Like I like literally, you feel me? So like even seeing his content, right? It reminds me of myself. When I do regular club hostings, people pull up.
So this is the thing about comedy. It's like riding a wave, right? The pushing and pulling. Like, you say something, my ability to be funny is actually a development from jokes not working. Like, it's easy to do the jokes that work. When the jokes don't work, how you can pivot and recover.
And make adjustments and stuff.
Yeah, like let's say that you say something, they don't laugh. I came up with like different things to say if somebody don't laugh. Like, they don't, okay, we actually installed a couple bidets to we'll splash some water on your ass, loosen up your ass a little bit. Just something to like crack them open, like, cause like you don't want.
Yeah, you say some shit to catch them off guard.
The most important thing on stage is you have to be in control at all times. Even if you joke doesn't work, okay, you gotta make it funny. Like, y'all don't like that, I see. And then you just remain in control, cause the crowd doesn't know what's part of the show.
Right, if you fucked up or not.
They don't know.
You can just skip right over it and keep going.
I gotta be honest with you, this shit is not easy.
No.
And
I don't
what
take
the
that
best
for
advice
granted
for
at all.
anybody doing comedy, and what helped me take that hump of being like nervous on stage and not being confident is doing multiple shows a night.
Same thing he tells me.
Multiple shows a night gives you that ability to say, okay, I tried some shit on the first show, it didn't work. Second show, it's just a show, bro. It's not a fight. Your record is not it's not 6-0. It's not. I mean, me personally now, I mean, I'm like 90% of the time I'm doing really well, and then the other 10%, I'm still doing good. I'm not bombing anymore, but I'm also 11 years in. If you're 11 years in and you're bombing, then it's just shit's not for you.
And it's crazy. I had a convo with Mike Epps. He said it takes at least 10 years of comedy to go on the stage. That's what he told me.
10 years. If I showed you the first video of me on stage, I did really well. The first joke I ever did was like, I was like, I have a bad shoulder. I went to the doctor. He told me to do internal, external rotation. I did it for a long time and it just didn't work. I go back to the doctor. I said, Doc, what's wrong with my shoulder? He's like, well, you have to do for more than 45 seconds, motherfucker. You know, like he's like a jerk. It's like a jerk off joke. It's a stupid joke.
We get it.
I see where he was going.
But those are the jokes I used to do. I would never do some shit like that right now.
But you learn from it though.
Yeah.
Before you became a comedian, did you ever watch comedian on TV?
No,
regularly?
I never even knew
Because
what comedy.
the
I never knew what comedy
the
was.
reason why I say that because
He doesn't want to hear the answer. He's not.
late at night, there's different comedy people that I watch, and they come out.
Who do you watch? They got their shirt on?
No, I watch Jay Leno. I watch David Letterman. So my question to you is, again, before you get on stage and you attract or bring attention to the people, do you rehearse your jokes
No.
at home?
No.
Let me finish. At home before you get on stage?
No. I don't rehearse anything.
Well, the reason why I asked, because earlier in the conversation you said that when you was saying a joke, and if you bomb,
No, I'm saying the joke doesn't work because this is the thing. You gotta understand something. I'm not performing to my audiences right now. That's the thing. I'm opening for headliners of a large scale headliners, but they have their audiences and they not necessarily be my type of crowd. So you have to figure out the crowd in real time, which makes you a better comedian. Like,
That
for
makes
instance,
sense,
Yeah,
yeah.
you say the first joke. Let's say I say the first joke.
Right,
I'm on
that makes
stage.
sense.
I'm on stage and I'm like, you know, people think I look like Adam Sandler and Drake had a kid. And if they don't laugh at that, I gotta pivot somewhere else.
Right, you know that they're probably not mainstream.
And then I'm like, oh, everyone else assumes I'm Italian. And then I do an Italian bit. If the Italian bit don't work, am I gonna continue to do 5 minutes of Italian? No. I'm gonna be like, where my Latinos? Like, yeah! And you start feeling where the crowd is. I got tools, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta just be like water. But that's what it is. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Like Bruce Lee. Like Bruce Lee. No problem. I wanted to clarify because, you know.
What were some of your biggest breaks?
ASAP followed me. That was pretty cool.
Nice. Which one?
Rocky.
Nice. When I look at my career, I'm like, oh, okay. Finding Sean Kingston led me to record labels believing in me enough to give me money to then go sign Nipsey Hussle, right? So like that was a break for me. Then Nipsey Hussle. So like, what were the breaks that like something must have happened first?
Governor's Comedy Club started booking me. It was the first comedy club of a large scale to book me. They're a 300-seater venue in Long Island. They have three venues, right? Every headliner that ever existed performs there. And so like I'll meet like guys from SNL, I'll meet guys like Vladimir Camaño from Blue Bloods, all these big headliners, and now I get to perform with them on an intimate setting, like kind of like Kev Herrera, where you like the host, the feature, the headliner. And now you get to bond with comedians on a different scale than when you're in Manhattan. Manhattan's like, hey, bye, how you doing? In and out, you know what I mean? Everyone's just bouncing from spot to spot, where that kind of opened the door for my confidence. And then I started getting more opportunities from that.
Who are your favorite comedians of all time? Like, is there anybody you draw
Eddie
inspiration
Murphy.
from? Yeah, I love
Eddie Murphy. Robin Williams.
Robin Williams was very good with accents and
Robin Williams, Kevin Hart was great. First two specials. Cat Williams. I used to do the best Cat Williams impression.
We can't hear it?
I mean, maybe I could do a little bit, but it's.
Let us hear it. Let's get to it.
He's like, my son came up here and ate all the goddamn cereal. Goddamn. My impressions that I can do well, I just do them 100%. And if I can't do them that well, I don't do them no more.
It's some people I know how to do, but not how to do. Like Hulk Hogan, I know how to do that shit. Like,
Let's see.
Let's hear Hulk. Yeah.
Who he said?
Hulk Hogan.
He said, what you gonna do when Hulk come in and run wild on you? Like, some shit like that. He said, listen here, brother.
Russell Brand's like an easy one, like an Englishman. It's like, you know, for instance, like the English accent. I'll start going into it. I'll start really transforming. It's not much of an accent. It's more like a psychological change in personality. And, you know, there's a lot of life.
That's a good one.
And now you start transforming. And then you got the Irish man, the guy Conor McGregor. He's a real fucking prick. The problem with Conor is, you know, he keeps on beating his wife, and that's the real problem. And then you got like a Spanish guy, like a Dominican guy. My friend, me over here, I sell a plantain, okay? The guy come here, he want a problem, okay? I no problem, listen to me. My friend, me Dominican, me no Mexicano, okay? I have a paper, you tell Trump, come back here, and he said no problem, okay? It's like voices that I can do confidently.
That's why I feel like you'd be very good with sketch too.
I'm good at sketch,
Yeah.
but I'm good at sketch because I'm good at voices.
Go back to the ice cream truck for a second and the hustling. I really want to understand it.
So technically, allegedly, there was guys out there doing things like this. That's
it.
what they say. But there was people out there that did it. You know what I'm saying? I knew of them.
Right.
But they essentially would make they would be, let's say he made 2,000, but us three made 900. If he handed in 1,500, he's still Gucci. He's still like a king. You know what I mean? So now you're making $1,500, you know, and then you get 25% of that plus the 500 that's in his pocket. That's what some of these guys were doing. Me, I was a man of God, so I didn't do nothing like that. So
Got it.
I
Understood.
knew of these people though, but that's why I was distracted from comedy for a while, because I was making a lot of bread.
Bank. Got it.
But like essentially, I was raised by the mafia. Like my whole childhood, I grew up around the Italian mafia.
Oh, that's why I saw you on the TV show on HBO, The Sopranos.
No, I wasn't on that show.
Oh.
No, I was the guy on the FBI's most wanted list. It was a different list. It was different.
Yasmin, do you have any questions?
I did not do porn, so
What? You
wanted me
never
to.
thought about it?
I would listen. You know what I'm saying? A different
Just
world.
like in between your
My dad
comedy
should-
break?
My dad should have did porn. This motherfucker hung like a horse. You know what I'm saying? He got the
Wait,
hammer.
wait.
You know what I'm saying?
Whoa, that's
I
cra-
was
that-
blessed, but I'm
That's
saying my
crazy. I ain't
dad,
gonna front.
forget it. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy though.
He's
He said
different.
like a horse is crazy. I ain't gonna front.
I
That's
still got him
crazy.
on my phone as Daddy HD.
Oh, whoa.
I
no.
saved
What the fuck? No.
No, yeah.
No, I
Yes, his
saved
dad
his number.
saved his daddy horse stick, extra pause.
Growing up, your parents didn't walk around the house naked?
See, I'll keep it being with you. My pops wasn't around when I was a kid, so I don't.
Well, he would have been naked
my
if he was
pops
around.
was, but he ain't do that.
Nah, hell no, I ain't playing that shit.
Like, so I'm naked around my kids, but they're 2 and 3 years old. They're not going to remember what my dick looks like when
No.
they're
My
6,
dad
7, 8
made
years old.
he made sure. It was,
Why would you do that?
Because sometimes I'll be getting out of the shower and my kids will just be around. But
Oh,
like,
that's
I'm
different
not going to
then.
be walking around naked when they're 6, 7, 8 years old.
It's different in the Arabic culture. The Arabic culture, you know what I'm saying? We just different.
So Arabs literally walk around naked until what age?
Not just Arabs. I think Greek, real Italians, like the Mediterranean.
Really?
Yeah.
all over the world.
Your dad too? Chris, come on here for a second. Hold on. Come here, Chris. Hold on.
I'm weird over here.
No, it's a cultural thing.
Chris, what are you?
I'm a Hungarian Romanian.
So we have a Hungarian Romanian on set, and you're saying your dad would just have his cock out walking around the house?
Pretty often. When he go out, when he go out of the shower, like, you know, when he gets home, just undresses underwear, you know.
Yeah, but
Undershirt.
time out. No.
How old were you when he did that?
fully naked, yeah, often too.
Just sitting at the table drinking coffee naked?
No, not like that.
No, not like that.
No, just like going from like one place to the other, like just like in passing.
Because he's the man of the house. It's his house.
I mean, I would do that too, but not. What age were you?
Like while I was there during Christmas, same shit happened.
Christmas is crazy, man.
Oh my God.
You say you're gonna say mad long, but you said
No, but it got to the point where we had to announce when we were coming in the house. I'm like, Dad, I got people coming over. Don't come upstairs. I'm naked.
That's the same thing with us too. My dad's always late getting ready, and I'm like, Dad, there's guests here. Get your fucking clothes on.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. The Jews don't do that. My dad wasn't around when I was a kid. Well, till I was 13 he was, but I don't remember his dick just being out and about like that. Well, maybe. Do black families do that?
Nah, thank you, Dad.
Nah, we don't. Nah.
Thank you, Dad, for always keeping your clothes on.
Yeah.
Shout out, yeah, word. Shout out.
I love you,
Pops.
Pop.
Mom,
No
thanks for not walking around with your
bullshit.
titties hanging out. Does your mom do it too? No. Just the Pops, just the man of the house.
My mom would sometimes come into I'd be brushing my teeth, And she'll like walk in. I mean, I also lived at home till I was 30-something years old. They're like, fuck it, if you gonna live in here till he's 30
No,
years
black
old.
mothers do that though.
Black moms do
Yes,
that.
like black moms will walk around the crib, you feel me? But my pops never did no shit like that.
You know what's crazy? I had a friend growing up named Shy Wiggins. We used to call him Shy Booby, and he lived with his grandfather, older black man, right? And one day, this is a true story, I swear on everything I love. One day, we had snuck out of the crib, right? I was sleeping over at his house that night. We had snuck out of the crib. We went to a basketball game, like a local high school basketball game. We get back in the crib. It's like maybe like 1 a.m. or whatever. The grandfather realizes that we had snuck out, but he didn't even know we were staying there. So my man Shy was like, yo, hide. My grandpops is coming. So we like hide like in a bathroom, right? And we're just like peeking out. And this motherfucker came downstairs butt ass naked. Shy, I know you went out tonight, boy. Nah. Dick out, everything.
That's
I was
hilarious.
like, yo, I had to like close the curtain. I was like, ah. My brother was in the shower with me, hiding and shit. I'll never forget that.
That's hilarious.
I'll never forget that one.
Now, I remember when I was young.
You don't forget a dick, for sure.
No, but this really happened. I had a girlfriend back then, a long time ago. Her name was Gladys.
Gladys, okay.
Yeah, so me and her, we was doing the nasty. So we was underneath the blanket. So out of nowhere, my mom come out and she opened up. No, but you know one thing I like about my mom, let her
Your
rest
mom,
in
of
peace,
course you
was when
wilded
she
her
came
nigga
home
up.
from work, she took off the blanket and she said, what are you two doing? But one thing I like what she did was when she saw me and my girlfriend, she put the blanket over us, and you know what she said? She said, go ahead, David, keep on doing what she had. And let me tell you something. She had some nice titties.
She has some.
When he tells a story, it's like an audible. It's like the audible books when you put it on slow-mo.
All right. This has been an excellent episode of the Good Talk Show. Oh, you know what? Here we go.
I film things. I specialize in filming. What do you need done? I filmed a couple of christenings. I used to be an instructor at a shooting range.
Camera stuff?
Nah, not cameras. I used to shoot guns, AK-47s, shoot everything. I worked with Spielberg.
Spielberg, the director?
Nah, the guy from Michigan. He's just as good. He owns the body shop. I learned from the streets. These guys, they go to school with the movies. They want to be movie makers. I'm from the streets. I went to jail 6 times. My name is Franklin H. Murphy. And if you join my masterclass, then you're obviously interested in filmmaking. I'm hiring these guys off of Craigslist. The measurements were off. It's not my problem. Well, come back and get the right measurements, and then you come back. It's a whole family recipe. This is the best damn chicken that Walmart sells. And the Bob, we got some chicken on the grill. Government shut down vape. I know hell. Down the block, the guy have vape. I don't have it. Look who showed up, huh? I got your stuff right here. You're a long way from home there, laddie. I'm a long way from home, huh? You don't know who the fuck I know around here. I'm a man of my word. Take one fucking phone call, I shut this whole place down, you understand? Any movements, I'll bounce a ball of proper 12 off your fucking head. I don't want falafel. It's not perfect, but I'm
Pretty spot on.
Well, you speak Arabic fluent?
Yeah.
Very nice. I do speak Arabic because I used to be in the military in England. بكلم عربي مش كتير بس بفهم. انت بتكلم عربي؟
لكن اللهجة عندك حلوة.
حلوة. أنا علمت حالي. It's not looking good, my friend. It's not looking good. What's not looking good? This one for this thing right over here. Here. This pipe's supposed to be over here.
You installed everything.
You have a hole right here, right?
You made the fucking hole.
It's not who made the hole, my friend. The problem is you have a hole. I don't talk in riddle, my friend. I am not a fucking poet. What do you mean? Say in plain English. It is Abu. Abu. You're not fucking cross the street, you motherfucker.
Gordy, what's happening, buddy?
Good going on, man.
Good to see you. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Why does 50 Cent keep posting you?
Cause I'm up next. That's
Gorilla, I wanna make love to you. Whoa, that ass, like I love, like word of my mother, bone, gangster. Gorilla, you like the twitch ball. I ain't gonna lie. You like the camera you put on a fucking on a little shakes or something like that. Like little shakes you put on the caramel, like I like that. Like I need, like I know if I get some whipped cream, I put it right there. I'm eating it. I ain't gonna lie.
I know way you ain't getting no no money. Ain't no way your trap be jumping. Ain't no way you sit down watching your life pay right by in front of you. No way you think you getting over. Ain't no way that what they told you. Ain't no way you thought it wasn't no way. I find out what you said. Ain't no way these niggas going bro still club and that shit sad. Ain't no way I come from the ugly and went man up big. I got 3 sons, I shall not feed a man or extend my hand to nobody, cause they wouldn't do it for me, know what I'm saying? Ain't no way. Ain't no way, man, it ain't no way. I be damn, I get up early, serve them eggs and make some ham. They thought that old lad gun wasn't gon' jam. Ain't no way you out here tricking, but ain't doing shit for the fam. Ain't no way you got the big head just like Gina, give me pound. Ain't say, baby, just slow down. I be damn near lamb around. I just landed in LA, but somehow I'm still in town. That mean you in Cali too, just pull up in Copper. It's like he ain't got no way, shit, bet I'm on the way. Ain't no way you thought I wasn't gon' pull up and come get that paper. Baby girl, I need my money. We open Monday through Sunday. I been in that trap so damn long. My best friend a junkie. I been in that trap so damn long. My clothes get musty. That dough knock sound weird. Grab them hoes and flush them. Money make her wet. I grab them Franklin. She start. Hey, you think your bro won't wipe your nose for this? And he ain't got no family. Your family be the first one that gon' snake you. Watch your nigga that last batch was burnt up. Check them cookies and watch that oven. Make sure that money pretty, cause when you fucked up, shit be ugly. Ain't no way I gave them all their love and they still did me. Ain't no way they crossed me out. No way I passed your ass the ball and you still did me foul. Ain't no way you can't say I went real, let that come out your mouth. Like what that's all about. I ain't tripping, I know we get long it right like ain't no way. Ain't no way, man, it ain't no way. You can tell me that the day'll be the day like ain't no way. Man, it ain't no way. I'm by my chill, my Frito-Lay, that's on my bay.